The next kind of concentration you have to be able to calculate is going to be percent by volume. Percent by volume has the formula grams of solute over milliliters of solution times 100. Let's do the first kind of problem, A. If I have 15 grams of salt in 80 milliliters of solution, what is the percent by volume? The formula again, percent by volume is equal to grams of solute, which in this case is going to be our 15 grams, okay, of salt, 15 grams of salt in milliliters of solution. In our problem, it was out of 80 milliliters of solution. Notice I don't have to add anything together because it's milliliters of solution. So we have 15 grams of salt in 80 milliliters of solution times 100. So let's see what we get when we calculate. We have 15 divided by 80 times 100, which means this is an 18.75%, notice MV, salt solution. Okay, let's now do the second kind of problem. If I have 300 milliliters of a 40% MV salt solution, how many grams of salt are in there? Let's solve our problem using unit analysis. To solve any problem in chemistry, the first thing that we write down is the given. The given in this problem is 300 milliliters. Remember, never use that. That's going to be a conversion factor. So we have 300 milliliters of what? We have 300 milliliters of a salt solution. Now, we also know that it is 40%. What does 40% mean? It means 40 grams of solute in 100 milliliters of solution. That sounds like a conversion factor. We have 40 grams of salt in 100 milliliters of salt solution. What cancels out? Milliliters of salt solution. So now we're going to just multiply. 300 times 40 divided by 100, and that's going to give us 120 grams of salt. What does this mean? This means that there are 120 grams of sodium chloride in 300 milliliters of a 40% solution. Let's do the last kind of problem now. The last kind of problem is this. If I have 15 grams of salt in a 25% salt solution, how many milliliters of solution are needed to contain that amount of salt? Again, to solve any problem in chemistry, the first thing we're going to write down is the given. In this case, 15 grams of salt. 15 grams of salt. Now, I also know that this is a 25% mass volume solution. What does that mean? It means that there are 25 grams of salt in 100 milliliters of solution. We want to get rid of the salt, don't we? So that's going to go on the bottom. So we're going to put 25 grams of salt on the bottom, 100 milliliters of solution on the top, and our salt is going to cancel out. 15 times 100 divided by 25, and that's going to give us 60 milliliters of solution. What does this mean? It means I need 60 milliliters of solution to contain 15 grams of solute. These are the three kind of problems you need to be able to calculate when it comes to percent by volume.